Hi friends, it's good to see you again. It's Kim. We're going to be making a wreath today for my channel, and this is Sweet Daisy Creations. So great to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is kind of like rainy-ish here today. We've had quite a bit of rain. But anyways, I don't want to talk too long. I want to get busy on this wreath because we need to get this made so I can get up on my door, and I need to get up in the attic and get all my 4th of July stuff down for my front porch. I did tell you that's the only thing I'm going to decorate this year for 4th of July, since I just got all my sunflower stuff out and I don't want to have to take it down to do 4th. So maybe next year I'll do a whole house full of 4th of July. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, let me show you what I've got here. I'm going to be making a deco mesh wreath. So I have a work wreath form here. This one has the very big Chanel ties on it, which I kind of like, rather than the small ones. So I got this from Craft Outlet, but I also did buy, I think I bought 3 or 4 of these all together because I have some other wreaths I want to make for my Etsy shop. So anyways, this came from Craft Outlet, but I did buy 2 others from Trendy Tree. So those are 2 places you can find work wreaths. And then I also bought some of this burlap natural color deco mesh. It's not called deco mesh, it's called poly burlap mesh. And I saved this off here for you so you can see what it looks like, but that's what it's called, poly burlap mesh. And of course, it's not real burlap, it's a plasticky kind of substance. And then I've cut all my ribbons already, just to save us a little time on this video. So I've got some stars and stripes here. I've got the polka dot, the chambray polka dot, and then this gingham. It's kind of a creamy white and red. And I use this same ribbon to make my bows for the front porch, so we're just gonna do that on the wreath too. So we'll be making a funky bow with those. And then to put on the wreath, I bought a bunch of these sunflowers from Walmart, and they come with this extra greenery, which I'm not gonna be using on the wreath. But I'll keep that because I think I'm going to be using some of this maybe to make it a floral arrangement just for around the house, probably with a lot of white colored flowers. But anyways, I'm going to be using the flowers. So I've got about 5 of those. I try to do odd amounts, you know, when you make your wreaths and stuff like that. And then I have my last bit of raffia left because I did put raffia on those bows. So we're going to put this on the wreath too. I went looking at, I usually buy my raffia at Dollar Tree, but I haven't seen it there lately, so they haven't had it. And then I've got my glue gun over here heating up. It's starting to get warm. So let's get started. I think we will go ahead and start. Oh, and I forgot to bring some chenille. Oh, I didn't bring any of those with me. Oh well, I was gonna bring some zip ties with me, but it doesn't matter. I can do that afterwards. All right, I have to stand when I do my wreath. Just because it's easier. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to point you down to the table. All right, I hope you can see okay. I'm trying to, let me see if I can move this a little bit. Okay, now you can see. All right, so I'm going to start on the bottom level on these bottom ties. And I usually just, I'll have to push my chair out of the way. I take my roll and I drop it to the floor because this is the easiest way to work on it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this and push it all together in your hand like that. And of course, you're going to have some that stick out like that. And we can clean that up later. And then you're going to take this and you're going to take it and put it in one of your ties and secure it by giving it one twist, maybe twice. And don't do any more than that though, because you're going to be using your twists a lot. All right, for the first one, after that, we're going to take our burlap and just poof it up like this. You just take it and gather it in your hand and poof it up like that. And then you can play with it if you want to make it more poofy. And then you're going to take that and you're going to set that in your next twist tie. And again, you're going to twist that once, maybe twice, and that's it. And so there's your first poof. And I try to do them about 9 inches long, so they're about the same, or 9 to 11 inches on the length. Because I've made them so much, I kind of can tell about how big they need to be. So we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna be turning our wreath as we go. So I'll just get another one, and again, it's about the same size as the other one. Somewhere around the, so you measure from this edge here along your thing, and that's about, yeah, 9 inches. And you're gonna put that in your next twist tie. And then fluff it up a little bit. See, and they're kind of uniform in the size. You don't want some to be bigger and some to be smaller, so you do them all about the same size as you're going along. And this is probably the most tedious part, is trying to get this done. And I'll measure this just to make sure we're about the same length. Yeah, we are. And then we're gonna flip that into the next one. And then, of course, tie it or twist it twice like that, so you get it nice and full. And then fluff up your poof. There. And we're going to keep doing this all the way around. Let me get my little chenille stems out of the way. But we're going to do this all the way around, both levels. Until we get, well, until we get to around the bottom level. And then I'll show you how we transition to the top. So how have y'all been? Has everybody been good? Are y'all sick of this staying at home stuff? I swear that here in Texas, our levels have gone up a lot. And I think it's a lot to do with the young people. Because more of the cases I've seen have been with the young 20 to 30-year-olds. So I've really been after my kids to be, you know, because they're, well, my daughter's not 20 yet, she's 19, but my son is 21. And, you know, I tell him, you know, you got to wear your mask everywhere you go, you know, and try not to go out too much. Because it's dangerous. Okay, let's measure that one again. I just pick up the whole thing. And of course my 1 is down here at this end. Yeah, that's 9. I've been making these for so many years that I kind of know what the, you know, how big they need to be without having to measure it sometimes. And just fluff it up so it gets nice and poofy, like that. We're getting close to being over here on the, getting done with this side. Let's check that again. 9 inches. Hard to believe the 4th of July is just around the corner. Is this summer going by fast or what, you know? Of course, my kids have been, or well, at least my daughter's been home, you know, since the dorms closed. After college, you know, they were sent home from college because of this whole coronavirus stuff. So she's here, but my son's at school because he's in an apartment, which I've told you before, but he's still there. But we saw him this last weekend. We had, unfortunately, another death in the family. My husband's uncle died, and so they had the funeral last Saturday for it. And I just couldn't get myself to go because I'm still dealing with a little bit of sadness, y'all. It's hard when you lose a parent. And I just couldn't go, but they had that, and then it was also Father's Day, so my son was here for Father's Day for my husband. Oh, shoot. I just knocked over my glue gun. And so, anyways, it was good to see him. But, yes, did need to kind of caution him about how to, you know, be wearing your mask and stuff. It's important, you know, that you don't spread that to, especially, you know, my husband's parents are old. and his grandparents, and you know, you don't want to spread that to anybody, so you have to be really careful. Okay, we're getting to the last tie, and this is where we started at. So what we're gonna do is we'll make our loop, and then we're gonna open this and put in our next loop. So let me see, I gotta make sure it's 9 inches. There we go. And now I'm gonna open this, untwist it, and I'm gonna set this down into that same tie. Okay, and then we can fluff this one up. Now we're gonna transition to the top, and we're gonna go to the next closest tie, which is right here, which is super nice, it's super close. So we're just gonna take our mesh here, and we're gonna come up and over. Let me move this way. We're gonna come up and over into this, let me get that one out of the way, into this tie. So I'm just gonna go up and over, and I'm gonna secure that with the ties on top. And then we're gonna start making our loops again. And now I don't have a ruler with me, so I'm just gonna guesstimate that that's about 9 inches. It's harder to do when you're on top. And then I'm gonna go to the next tie and stick that in. And I'm gonna keep doing that all the way around until I get to the end, and then I'll show you how we do the end. But anyway, so it was super nice to have my son over the weekend home, because he hasn't been coming home too terribly often. He's been taking some classes, so he's been doing that. Online, all the online classes. I think they're about done now, though. I kind of fluff as I go. And then, I don't know how I feel about today. I'm going over to my sister's tonight, my husband and I are, because my mom, we had her, it was her wish that she be cremated, and so they're delivering the urn today. And I'm not sure how that's gonna all go. But we're going over there tonight to do that and write some thank you notes and stuff like that from all the people that sent us flowers and things like that. And we'll have dinner together and so forth. But yeah, I think it's gonna kind of be hard tonight. I mean, I'm finally feeling better because I know she's, like I said before, she's in a better place, and she's with my dad now. And you know, that Alzheimer's was awful. Okay, that looks about good. So, yeah, and before you know it, we'll be in August, and before you know it, it'll be fall again. It's just like, wow. I think as you get older, the years just go by so very quickly, you know? And it just is super fast, it goes by. Okay, you can see what I'm doing, I hope. So see how it's getting full? This part's probably the most tedious part, just getting this done. I just flip it around as I go. And like I said, it's much easier to put this down on the floor so you can make your little loop into the next twist. We've only got a couple more to do here and we'll be done with this part. Okay, that's about 9, I think. Two twists, and now I think we're back to the beginning. Yeah, we are. So I'm going to take one more loop right here, and this is where I started at on the top. Make my about 9 inches. I'm going to open that back up, this twist, and stick in this loop. So it goes all the way around. And you close that twist twice. Okay, now we've got this connection here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this off. And leave yourself enough that you can tuck it underneath one of these, under one of these loops, or get it down there where you can actually twist tie it to your wreath form. So I'm going to cut it about this length, so I have enough. And I just go like this, and I'll be done with that part. There. All right. So, and you're going to have not a whole lot left on your roll. You can definitely not make another wreath with this. But I don't save mine usually, because you really can't do, I mean, maybe you could do some stuff with it. But anyways, okay, so now I'm going to take this, and for the time being, I'm just going to take it and tuck it down under here on the bottom side where the wires are. Well, if I get it down there. Okay, so I've got it down there, and see where here I've got it right here. I'm holding it. Now here I would normally take this and just twist tie it directly to my frame, and then it stays, you know, where it's not making a mess on the back of your wreath. But since I don't have a twist tie with me, we're not going to do that. But here's how it looks now. So that is a poof wreath. Pretty easy to make, and they look so cute when they're finished, you know. Okay, so we're going to set that aside because we're going to make our bow real quick. And of course I got all kinds of stuff on my little mat here. All right, we're going to make us a quick funky bow, and I've already dovetailed these. I think I've told you how I do that. I just take my ribbon and I fold it like this, and then I take my scissors from this folded edge part and cut up to the corner, and that makes you a dovetail. I didn't save one to do on camera. I'm sorry. I've done it before. So you can go back and look at some of my other like bow videos. Let me just point it up a bit so I could talk to you. Anyways, we're going to make our bow now. And I've got a twist tie here. I'm going to set these out like this, because I'll do one at a time. And I measured these to like 21 inches. I didn't want the tails really long, because I think I'm going to add some tails to kind of hang down through the middle, is what my plan is. So I'm just going to take these and match them up. And then probably make about, I don't know, 4.5 inch or so loop. And see, my tails are not very long. These are not long at all. So, and that's the way I wanted it to be. So there's one. And then you twist the tail in the back so that it looks like that. And then we're going to take our next one. Measure about 4.5 inches or so. I'm going to do that one downwards, because we're making a 9-loop funky bow. I think that looks a little small, so I'm going to push that forward more. And then you twist that back tail so they both show forward. Although at the end, it seems like you have to mess with them a lot anyways, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, so that's how it looks so far. Just a little like bow tie. Get those twisted. And we'll use this piece. Again, I'll measure about 4.5 for my, and I'm going to come up with that. So there we go. Come back to this one. And again, and 4.5 inches. And that will come down. Twist our tail. Well, this weekend, we have a graduation party to go to. My daughter's friend who in a video here not too terribly long ago, I showed you the basket we made for her. Now I'm going up with this one. Again, I just go back and forth from the middle of my thumb here. And so we're going to her graduation party this weekend. Although with the COVID and everything, we'll have to stand, you know, all 6 feet apart and maybe wear masks and the whole 9 yards. I'm coming down with that one. That one you don't have to switch so much because the print's on both sides. This part goes pretty quick, making the bow. Especially since I'm not decorating the bow, you know, this time. So we're almost finished with this bow. And I'll show you how we tie it onto the wreath. And that'll be our start. I always work on the bow first. Twist that back tail. And that's how it's coming out. It's going to be cute. Last ribbon for our bow. All right, now I'm going to take my pipe cleaner and put this between my thumb and forefinger. If I can find it, that is. And I'm going to take that, kind of try to make it even on the back, where both your pieces are about the same size. Not always easy to do. And then use your thumb for resistance and pull it tight and then twist. There, now we have a bow. And of course the most important thing is to fluff it. Give that a little pull. That one a little bit bigger. Another one. And then let's mess with our tails for just a second. I don't want to take too much time here messing with this. But it looks super cute. Cute little bow. It's not super big. I could have made it bigger, but I do put a lot of stuff on my wreaths, so. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my twist ties here, or my pipe cleaner, and I'm gonna find like the lowest spot on my wreath. Where we have like a really low spot, which might be over here, because that feels higher, that feels higher. Yeah, I'm thinking this might be our low spot. It always seems like you have a low spot. And that's where I'm gonna put this. And so I'm just gonna take it, and of course you're not gonna put anything in this particular thing. Oh, I wanna make some tails first. Let's make some tails. I'm just gonna make some tails super quick so they'll kind of hang down here. They don't need to be too terribly long. Let me just cut those real quick, about 20 inches, I guess. This one, whoops, there it goes on the floor. So let's make some tails. Super quick. And oh, by the way, all these ribbons I got from Craft Outlet. I don't know if I told you that or not. I feel like their prices are pretty good and their shipping is pretty good too. I mean, they were closed down there for the virus and stuff, but I think they're still, I think they're back to work, but I'm not sure. You never know now with, like I said, with everything kind of getting, you know, seems like everything's going again, you know. All right, so I'm gonna dovetail the bottom of these. So I'm just gonna take all three of them together and I'm just gonna fold this like that. So taking it and I'm folding it in like that. So all three are there together. I'm gonna take the folded side and I'm just gonna cut up like this. Get my pieces out of the way. And that'll be our dovetail for our bottom. And this part, I'm just gonna take this probably and tie it into the back of here, and then this will become another, I'll have to mess, well, let me do that too. Let me cut that. Because I'll just, let's see how long we want it. Right about there, probably. I'm just gonna stick this in the back of my ribbon in the pipe cleaner to make my little tails. Make sure on there tight. All right, now we're ready to place our bow on the wreath. And I'm just gonna get down in here and I'm gonna get my fingers to the back of the wreath. And I'm gonna tie this to the wreath frame. So let me do this and then I'll show it to you. Okay, hang on just a quick second. It's sometimes hard to do this without looking. Looks like it's sprinkling at my house. Okay, so there we go. We've got that on the wreath. And let's fluff our bow hair. Things. And we got our tails here. It'll kind of hang. So that's how it looks so far. And that's cute just by itself, you know, just a bow on this wreath would be super cute. But we're gonna make it cuter. Because like I always say, when you're working on a wreath, it's like, more is always better. Because they can be so cute, you know. All right, so I've got all my tails kind of sticking up and junk. My ribbon switched around here. But it's looking adorable, isn't it? Okay. All right, so now we got our tails here. And I can kind of, you know, use the wire to, you know, you could twist them, you could do whatever you want with them. I'm just gonna stick them down in here for the moment while we work on the rest of it. Okay, now I don't know if I want to put a lot of, I guess I probably should have make some, let me do some tails real quick. This one fell on the floor, so let me grab it. All right. I'm just gonna make some tails so we can stick these in here like this, you know, into the things. So your tails don't need to be very long. I'm gonna use probably about 12 inches. Would that be good? So they stick out a bit. About 12. Some people use 14. I think that's a little too long for me. So for instance, I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna dovetail the ends of these. And then you just take your twist tie. Now you always open your twist tie back up when you put a thing in. Don't stack them on top of each other. So then you stick that in there and then you got, a little tail that looks cute. So let me cut a few of these at 12. Then I'll probably make some bows too to stick in here and there. So we'll do that. I've got about 5 there, I guess. I'll do that with this too. Well, actually, we're gonna have to do more on one. So that well, let's just see how we do this. So I'll do 5 of these, but I think we'll probably end up doing more. I just always don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the wreath when I get started. Oh, look at this ribbon, how they've spliced it together. Can you see that? Right there, where they took it and spliced it or something. Since I'm putting it in like this and it's not part of a bow, it probably doesn't matter. But yeah, that's definitely spliced. 1, 2, 3. All 12 inches. Get that to come out. I know this is a long video. All right, so we'll do 5 of those, and then I think we're probably gonna have to do more of this check. Try to do this pretty quickly because I know this video is going to be long. Okay. All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? All right, I've got to dovetail these, because they look better dovetailed, so I'm going to do a couple of them at a time. Get these even. There we go. There's 2. Anyways, so we're going to try this. I think maybe... I'm not quite sure. We'll see here. We'll see here how we could do this. Okay, there's those. I'm thinking, as far as this goes, it might look cutest against that versus, well, I don't know. Don't know if I like it. I think I like it more on that blue and white, that, than with this. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be cute one way or another. just a different kind of, you know, 4th of July wreath. Because I have a wreath, like, premiere video that's on my channel that I made a few years ago, but then I ended up selling it at my Etsy shop, so I had to make another wreath for myself because I don't have a patriotic one. So that's why we're making one today. All right, that's good. Okay, let's get this out of the way. All right, so the idea is to, you know, oh, did I not do these? I did not do these. Hold on a second. I didn't cut these. Okay, let's dovetail these first. Okay, now we're going to take these, and I usually make sure they're even. I pinch the middle, and we'll put these in one of the ties, and you open your tie all the way up when you do this, and stick it in there. And then you open it up like this. And you do that pretty much around the wreath. But I'm thinking I'm going to do these blue ones maybe by themselves, and that's where we're going to end up putting our flower. So I'm going to do one like that. We'll get up on this, I don't know if we'll get this top done or not. We'll see. Open that up, stick that in. Just have that. We'll have another one on this side. I think my nail is breaking. I need to get my nails done so bad, but I just haven't wanted to get back to the nail salon because, you know, with all this coronavirus, who wants to go out and do that kind of thing? I know I'm not too enticed to. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll do another one of these up here with these colors together. Can you see okay? Let me do that. Put one in here. And take your, spread your ribbon apart like that. Okay. And then do a blue one up here. And then one of these up here. Spread those out. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. And it's looking cuter. Okay. There's our bow up here. Looks adorable. So it's looking cute already. Oh, I missed one right here. All right, so we're gonna do something there. I brought some of this red and white too, because I like working with these thinner ribbons sometimes to make just little bows I can throw on the wreath. So I'm just gonna make a quick little bow. Just leave my, you know, a little bit of a tail. And then I'm just gonna make some loops, super easy loops. I'm just making loops about the same size like that. And make a few more. probably all we need. We just need a little bit of something, something, you know, right there. So I'm gonna take my scissors if I can find them. I'll just make me a tail, and I'm gonna stick that in here in my twist. Okay, and then we got a cute little bow right there. And we'll cut our tails. Okay, so it's coming along. And now, I think my glue's ready. Yeah, that's nice and hot. Let me get a drink. All right, where are my? Let me cut the sunflower off of these. Like I said, I'm not going to use the greenery here, but okay, there we go. And see, now we can stick a flower in there. That's going to look cute. I think it's going to look cute. Or maybe I should have put it in there. That kind of looks cute too. Just stick it in, you know, with that. I'll stick it in with the blue and the white. We've got 5, so I'm going to spread them around and then maybe put 2 on the sides or something. And we will have to make some tails for down here too, so it sticks out on the bottom. Rope would be cute on this too, if you really wanted to kind of make it country. But I have to put my raffia in too, so we're going to do that as well. So let's get started. I think my fingernail's breaking over here. I caught it on something. All right, let's see how I want to do this. I feel like I want something else in there. Like one of these red and white ones. And then we're going to glue a... I'll try to hide my little twisty tie a little bit. And then I'm just going to stick that in there. I think that's going to be cute. But we got our raffia to tend with too, so I'm going to get some of that ready. Let me see. I'm going to cut this in half. Okay, let's split this apart so we have lots of pieces. This is going to be cute. All right, I'm just gonna put a dot of glue on this, just to make it make sure it stays, because I am gonna twist that into this, I think, this into here. But if I put the glue in, it'll stay. It won't slip and slide around. Of course, I always seem to catch the glue on my hand. Why is that? Okay. Put our flower in there. Okay, there's our raffia. I think that looks cute. All right, there's one. I think I'm gonna stick some more in here. Grab me some of that raffia I just had in my hand. Kind of spread it apart so it makes a little bit of dot of glue on there, just a hinge so it stays in the thing. And then another flower. Let's see, I'm gonna have to hide my. It's looking cute, and then one down here, I think. That's already open. So, let's get a piece of raffia. Oh, that's a long piece, so we'll have to cut it. Let's see. Tear this apart a little bit. A little glue on it. And I'm barely touching this. I just want it to stay in that twist without coming out, you know, sliding out. And then another flower. Okay, that's starting to look cute. What do you think? Isn't it starting to look cute? Oh gosh, are you able to see? I'll have to show you the whole thing when I'm done with it. All right, so we've got a little bow there. All right, we're gonna cut some more ties. I've got a few here, but I need some more to go around the bottom. 12 inches, so I got there 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's probably about 10 of them or something like that. I don't know exactly how many there are, but that's 5. I'll do 6. This out of the way. Let me get this one. Yeah, I know this video is going to be super long because it takes me a while to build a wreath. Unless I try to fast forward some of this for you, which I might end up having to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 total. Hopefully that's enough. Red ones? No. There's 3. 4. 5, 6. Okay, this is 6. Okay. I may end up doing some more, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to dovetail all these real quick because that's what we do. Super quickly like. It's going to kind of have a country vibe to it. But I think it's cute. It's turning out cute. Again, you know, me and my sunflowers. But I thought this idea came to me I don't know, when I saw those flowers at Hobby Lobby, or not at Hobby Lobby, but at Walmart, and this whole plan came together in my head on how I wanted to do this wreath. Make it cute. And it's still 4th of July-ish, you know, it's got the 4th of July ribbon in it. Or, you know, Americana. So I think that one's already done. That one's done too. All right, so I just need to do this one. Okay, there's that. Those 3 are done, so I just need to do these 3. Well, that one didn't come out too good. It's kind of flat. A flat one. There's another one. This one, and then we'll start sticking those on the bottom. So we have something all around the wreath. Okay, let me get this out of the way so it doesn't all fall on the floor. Don't want to get it mixed up with my glue either. Yeah, I didn't have too much glue actually work to do. All right, these things are going everywhere. Okay, here's my 2 flowers that I have left. All right. Let's just see, we got 6 of these to work with, so some will double, some we won't. And I may not do every other, you know, every other one. You don't necessarily have to put something in every single one of the twists. So we'll go around back over here. Can you see? All right, so we got the bow there, so we don't want to do it there, and then we'll do one here. Let's see, let's start from over the front where we started. So we got one there. Put one here. Trying to find the other half of it. There it is. I did that over there, so I probably should do the red and we're skipping that one. We're going to this one here, and that should be close to right. Okay, so we got them like every other one going around the bottom. Where's my bow? There we go. All right, so let me lift this up. So this is how it's looking. And we still have some more of these we could stick in if we want to. Let's see what we got left here. See, I got that there. Doesn't really matter as long as there's something in the doodad, right? I got left here. I'm gonna do 3 in this one, maybe. Now, let's do the red and white on the top. Do 3 there. Okay, we've used our ties up. Now we're gonna probably, we got a flower here, there. I could do one over on this side. One like down this way, and then one up in this corner, I guess on the top. That's what our plan's gonna be. And I wanna get some raffia everywhere so it sticks out all over the place, because that'll be cute. So we're gonna get some more raffia. And I just cut it in half usually because I may end up cutting some of it. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. On there just so it holds in. I don't get it on my fingers. There, that should be fine. What did I do? Untie that, or what did I do? Okay, it's all twisted on there. All right. Whoops, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I'm putting some raffia down in this area, and I'm going to stick this other flower in here. Okay, and then we'll do one up here, because that's all flowers I have. Up here. There. Oh crap. Okay, now let's get this in here. There, okay. Now, last but not least, I think we're gonna put a little bit more raffia everywhere, or just here and there, just to make it have that feeling of being kind of country, you know? I didn't get that. Okay, so I got 2 separate little ones here. so I'm just sticking that in there so it kind of sticks out, you know, here and there. Got a little bit down there. Let's put some up this way. And I'm just going to open this up and I'm just going to stick this in. And then I'm going to twist it. Of course, my head's in the way so you can't see anything, right? Okay, so there's that. And let's see, we got some up this way here. My bow got all smushied. It's looking cute. There, I think almost done here. We got a little bit here. I see it up here. I see it right here. I see it down here. I see it over here. We've got it all over on the front. So I think maybe just a little bit right in this area. And then I think we're done. With the wreath, I think we're done. And I may, I don't know if I'm gonna leave them all long like that. Probably so. I don't know, we'll see. When I hang it up, we'll see how it looks. Okay. I'm just gonna stick this in here. Hopefully it'll stay. Hopefully I get glue on it right now. Okay. All right, let's shut that down because I think we're done with the wreath. Let me turn my camera up so you can see. All right, here we go. What do you think? Isn't it cute? Did that turn out adorable? I like it. It's, you know, look at all that stuff on it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's got all kinds of fun. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, yeah. Hour-long video. Sorry about that. I knew that would happen. I will try to make this faster for y'all. Anyways, enjoy this. Okay, my light's bothering me. Enjoy. I hope that you enjoyed watching me make this, and I will fast forward through a little bit of it so it doesn't take so long. But anyways, this is the finished wreath. I hope you like it. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.